Hey guys, welcome back or welcome to my channel. So I'm going to go through my planner and journal setup. A few notes is my creativeness has expanded into other books. So I was doing watercoloring for like a week, and so I got this watercolor pad and new watercolors and stuff like that, and I haven't done anything in it since, but it's there for when I want to do watercolors. And then I also started to learn to draw until I started I did that crinkling to the page, and then that just really set me off my OCD. Anyways, but I started doing a drawing course, so I also got that for when I want to do drawing. And then I'm also doing I did for one day, and I think that I'm going to continue it because I just want to use myself up, or maybe I won't, who knows. But I have a Moleskine Pocket Daily from last year that I have some collages in and stuff like that, because I just I really like the smaller the better, because it's less overwhelming, I guess. But anyways, and then everything else is in these two systems. So I went from having things all in just a standard size TN to separating everything. So so yeah, first we'll talk about the TN. So I am in my Travelers Company Caramel, is it Camel? I always get that wrong. Anyways, standard size TN cover. I put this patch on, which is you can get from the Travelers Company. I actually got to glue mine on. I got super glue and I got to do that. But there was a ugly stain over here, and so I much prefer this. And then I've put the other two pockets on the inside here, so I can fit 4 inserts in here comfortably when I have them 2 in the pockets. So I like that. My deco, and then this is my monthly. I got this off AliExpress. I think it was AliExpress. Anyways, and it came with 2 years worth of inserts, so I just split the books into 2, so then it wasn't so thick. And I was, when I got this, I was like, am I gonna be okay with how low these numbers are? But they haven't actually really affected the amount of room I need, so far so good. Sorry about that. Alexa, stop. Anyways, and then I got some trackers in here for this bad boy, which I'll talk about in a minute, and then some dot stickers, which I never use, but here they are. And then this is my memory journal, and I'm just gonna say, if you do not like to look at gory things, because I burnt myself with a hot water bottle, I'll look away in 3, 2, 1. So yeah, it was pretty bad, but I'm very lucky that I didn't feel a lot of pain. It's just weird, the whole time, from the moment that I got burnt to the end where it was like this, it didn't really hurt. The worst part was the itching from the bandages on the last in between these 2 phases. But yeah, basically I used a water bottle, which I knew that I shouldn't have used because it was old and it was already starting to deteriorate, but I was like, I'm gonna use it anyways. And I literally thought as I was laying down, I hope this doesn't break, and then it broke. So I got it on my stomach, and then I also got it on my thigh. As I said, it didn't really hurt that much. I think the most it hurt was when I went in the shower, and I was in it for 20 to 45 minutes or something like that, and the water was getting into the blister. That was probably the most painful. And then that was pretty much it. I feel like my system, I keep getting told my system just went into shock, because I didn't really feel sorry, I didn't really feel that much pain at all, and it's just it weirds me out. It weirds my mum out. I was just like, something must be wrong. But I guess that people kept telling me that my pain tolerance was high, and I'm like, it really isn't though. So I don't know what the hell went on, but I'm lucky and grateful. And it's still healing. It actually looks a bit different to that now. This section down here, I'm worried is going to actually scar because it's still pretty red and raw, but we will see. I got told it shouldn't scar, so I'm very lucky with that as well. My legs pretty much almost completely cleared up and stuff like that, so yeah. I was a little morbid of what the pros and cons of transforming your skin. And then I just traced this water bottle from my phone, and it was a pain in the ass. But anyways, but yeah, that's my memory journal. I need to go back and actually fill in the other stuff. So I'm just gonna go through my A5 and put the stuff in here. So yeah, basically separating my memories from like this journal, which is just like my rant journal, or like my morning pages, or whatever. I just, like, for the last couple of days, I've just been waking up. I did 2 pages that day because I had a lot on my mind, but I've just been waking up and doing like cursive scribbly writing, and I don't like force myself to do like a whole lot of writing. It's just something to like show up to the practice, I guess. And I'm nearly at the end of this book, which is exciting. So I've got a couple more inserts. For some reason, I really want to, I only got like 3.5 pages left. Anyways, a part of me is like romanticizing an A5 Slim, and I'm just like, Kira, do not get any more bloody freaking notebooks. I mean, opposed for the one that I got here, and I got one more coming. I'll tell you that story in a second. Do not buy any more notebooks until you use the ones that you have, because I'm sick of having so much paper around the house and stuff. So anyways, so that is that. And I also up until I started using this, I was in my weekly as well, and I love this thing, and I love how I use it, but I found myself not gravitating towards it, or like backfilling and stuff as well some weeks. Like I fall off the perch there, and then finally, finally this week was the week that I just was like, no. I think that I was having a thing of like, I don't want to like write my negatives next to all the positives and stuff like that, or maybe it was like I didn't want to see all of it in a week, like how I was feeling in a week. I wanted it separated, and also I didn't want to track my food, and so I decided to go over into a different system and simplify my weekly and do dailies instead. And originally I was going to do like a positivity journal style daily type of thing, but then I've kind of just basically put everything in it because that's me. I started off with getting my passport notebook, and I made this monthly. So basically, I don't have much going on in a month, so like 1 page is enough for me usually. So basically I did like the rest of the month in here for my normal habits, and then just things I need to do throughout the month and stuff like that, and appointments, and that was good. And then I would flip the page and just do like, I put plus for like, I don't even know what the plus is supposed to mean. I think it's just like things that I did. I got hearts for like little memories, and then I have like, I guess the pluses are like positive things, and then the minuses are just like neutral or like negative things and stuff like that. I don't know. I just have dollar signs because I write in here like when I buy something. And then I also do question marks when I got a question and stuff, and I answered my questions as well. So, and I also have a quote in here as well that I got from ChatGPT, which I like. So, but yeah, I started in here, and I went ham trying to figure out what pocket notebook I wanted and trying to justify it and stuff like that. And originally I actually bought a Moleskine pocket in grid because I found it for $15, and then I only had to pay $10 shipping, so it was really, really cheap. And I am still yet to get it. It could be in my mailbox right now, and I haven't looked today, but I just have a strange feeling that I'm not actually going to receive it, because there was 2 negative reviews on the account saying in the last 6 months that they didn't get their Moleskines. So I might have to do a dispute about that if that happens, but I was getting impatient, so I did this on Amazon and I got it overnight. So this is a Dingsbats notebook. It's gridded. I actually had a bunch of them back in 2018 when I did, well, I still think I was early on the bullet journal game back in. I think I was only in my like 2nd year, or maybe in my 1st. I don't know, but like you can tell by how bad my cursive is. I mean not my cursive, my, hold on, pause, I'll find a page. Okay, so like it's just so bad. And I used to do like all these random spreads, and it was like just like a true bullet journal style. Like I just literally turned over the next page and just did a random spread. I just don't want to show my journaling, it's pretty freaking dark. Anyways, and yeah, and I was just like, I didn't even finish spreads, and then I would just like go to the next one and try that. I have pages where I literally did nothing and I just left it blank, which today that would trigger the hell out of me. This, I feel like I just was truly free to do whatever the hell I wanted in this one, because back then I didn't really know about like aesthetic planners and stuff like that, you know. Anyway, so it's kind of inspired me. Like, I've got a 2018 moon phase in here, meals when I was vegan, my savings, wish list, TV shows, more TV shows, TV tracker, current me versus future me, symptom tracker. This was supposed to be the moon with watercolor. I think watercolor. Maybe it was gouache. I can't remember. Anyways, I used this sleep tracker thing, which is probably like the most filled out tracker in here. Gratitude, habits. Sorry, I hear something. Like someone's on a megaphone or something. Anyways. Okay, someone is definitely on like a fucking megaphone or something. Anyways, and then eventually I was just doing weeklies. And anyways, it's just so funny. Like I love this concept, but that is like so trash, and it took me so long to do. But back then that was my creativity, so I got a tracker here, and it's journaling, and like I just like went absolutely ham with different types of pens and stuff like that. Like, look at how bad that is, the withdrawal tracker. Oh my god, I would not be able to cope with that these days. And then this was like when I was doing a photography course, and I had a lot on, and yeah, just different color pens and just like whatnot. It's just kind of crazy to look back on. And another half a tracker, and then like a random art page, and then some journaling. That's a thing. And then like I had these new pens, so I tried them out right next to just like normal pens. I think I was getting at least a little bit better back then. Anyways, and then yeah, another one, and then that was the end and stuff like that. So it's just kind of, I feel like this is my most treasured one because I feel like it's the most used one. You started this in December 2017, and I think that when was like the last? Ooh, September. Yeah, September. So I was in this for like 9 months, off and on. And so it's probably my most used bullet journal, and I love it. But I really hate how the fake leather has worn, and that's one of the reasons why I didn't want to get another one. But I was really impatient and wanted a pocket notebook ASAP, so I've done it again. I've done it again. I did play around with like what a pocket would look like in the back. Spreads here. I also tried to do watercoloring in here to see if it would take watercolor well. Answer is no. At least I think that's like my Kataki, my Japanese watercolor paints. Anyways, but yeah, I tried a couple of different things, and what I noticed was that my fountain pen was thicker on this paper, and I didn't love that, but I was like, you know what, I'm still gonna give it a try anyways. And so this came to be born. Well, after my impatience of the moleskin anyways, sorry, fine. And so I got this one, and I noticed when I started writing on here and stuff like that, that the pen actually doesn't go thick like it does on this paper, and also the paper color is different. Sort of. Oh, it looks more, I feel like it's like more yellow now. It doesn't look that bad in this light, but when I looked at it last night in my like night light, it friggin' looked massively different. Anyways, so I feel like they've changed up the paper since 2018, which doesn't surprise me because paper companies be doing that. And yeah, so that was my 2018 one, and this is my 2025 one. And so I kept it really, really simple. I just put a pen loop on here, and every time I put a pen loop on, I usually, like, especially in a book, I will put down washi tape first, and then if I want to take it off, then I don't rip the cover and stuff. I hate the color of this freaking title page, so I'm going to cover that up eventually. And I just left the page. I'm either going to use this as a key or have like a yearly overview on here. And then I just have my projects list, my wish list, and then went straight into the monthly. So unlike that other bullet journal where I had like 3,000 things because I didn't know what I wanted back in the day, I kind of know what I want now. So I've got my habits, my symptoms that I track all the time, and then a to-do list / appointments for here and here. And then I'm going to write monthly memories on this side. and that's how I'm going to do it for this month. And then I literally just do bullet journal style, whatever's on my mind. So like pluses are kind of like things that I did that are positive, I guess. Then I have hearts for like little memories. And then my mum called her dog, sorry, Bella barking at her. I thought that was funny, so I wrote that down. And then I also like write neutral, negative things, kind of, or like just random things in the dashes. Oh, and I also do questions, and I put a question mark, and then I usually answer them as well. So just so I know. And I do explanation points as well for things that I want to remember. Okay, I think that's all the marks that I do. But anyways, so yeah, it's true bullet journal style, which I have not done in a while. Usually I try and like do 1 page per day. But I want to try and get used to this because I don't want to feel obligated to a page if I don't have a page for the stuff. Or sometimes I might want 2 pages and stuff like that. I don't want to worry about running out of pages, and I just want to maximize the space. So yeah, and then I did a collection on this side and then just went to the next day. I think this is the way that I'm going to do the marking off because I wasn't really a fan of that. I'm really stuck on mild liner in this book. I don't know why. Anyways, but yeah, so that's just how I'm going to do it. If I have a collection, I'm going to do it. Eventually, when I like tackle one of these projects and stuff like that, I can make like a whole page or half a page or whatever page I want to do that, but I'm not going to do it in advance. I just have all the like things that I want to do. And that's pretty much it. It's pretty simple. I just have like some information here for my therapy and stuff like that, and appointment cards, and then just some sticky notes in case. And then I also got the Leuchtturm 1917 mechanical pencil, and I freaking love this. This feels like such a nice pencil, and what I like about it is you can twist it and it will have to like come out, but then if you twist it and push the lead up with your finger, then it will go back up. And my sister made me aware that my click pencil could also do that, and I was just like, you gotta be kidding me, I just spent so much money on this. But I'm actually still glad that I got this because it's like completely metal and it just feels really premium, and I love it. And it's also like the perfect size for pockets. So but yeah, that's going to be like my everyday, and then this is kind of like my journaling / finance situation. So yeah, that's pretty much it, and I'll talk to you guys on the next one. Bye.